Well, we got a mass of belts here. That's for the feeder house drive lower, upper feeder house, traction drive, variable speed fan, unloading auger, and countershaft drive belts. And this one is the hydraulic pump. So, and I just ordered 2 more. We'll get into that later, so we'll be back, guys. Well, hi guys. It's a Tuesday the 5th. Dad had a bit of a disaster. I've seen some chintzy crap done. I ain't never seen anything as chintzy as that. A plastic fan over top of the engine that broke and melted down there. A lot of things on this thing, like your wire for your coil here pulled down against one of the fins. Classy. It's just like the fuel tank. Has a single zip tie holding it in place. What worries me is that. I just got back from John Deere. Went up and got all my new belts. Have 2 ordered, but got a pile of them. And I got 2 up there getting stretched back out because they're befungled. I took tape off of this belt, and this is a traction drive belt, and discovered that and that. They've been cut, and they were about a 1/4 inch in. You can see it there and there. Cut to about where my finger is. And you can see it's clearly down to this H. So I called them up, told them to get another one ordered, told them what was wrong with it, and they were like, really? Yeah. What keyed me on it was seeing that. And it looks like it's been cut with a power saw almost. But I didn't even get it uncoiled. So that's got to go back. I had the long out, and skid steer out. These no-tills double crops are not looking bad. Don't ask me how this happened, because I do not know. But pulled this thing back and grubbed the trees that were growing up around it out, so I can get in and get that pulley. This makes it a little bit easier. May have to stretch the air hose out and see if I can put some R into this. And I didn't know it, but this one has wheel spacers in it. I'd never noticed it before, but it sure as world does. Probably sets it out 3, probably 4 inches. Really didn't know that was on there. But the project at hand is going to be to get that set of pulleys right there out. And I'm hoping what I can do is loosen the jam nut up, run that back, and then unbolt the 4 bolts that hold it, clamp it down, work it back up this way, and pull it out. Get the belts off of it. That's the game plan. That's what I'm hoping I can do. It's going to be fun doing it, I can tell you that. It'd help if this tire had more air in it to bring it up, and I may have to air it up some along with that tire. But I got a nice little pile of brawlers and nasties to bring the skid steer out with the forks on it and peel that mess out of it. Tried to get all the grubs out from under it, but I'll get them later. Yeah. So, what I think I am going to do at this point is probably call it a day. I gotta work on Dad's lawnmower, start looking up some parts, so that's going to take immediate priority. Pain in my buttocks, but I'll fix it. Oh, it's going to be such a lovely mother to get out of there. If it wouldn't be a monumental pain, I'd pull that bolt out and just take the whole thing, but I know better than that. Oh, it'll be loosen the jam nuts up, run the nuts back, get the belts good and loose, take those 4 bolts out, well, at least the back 2, front 2, and then the back 2 can stay in as long as they're loose. Work it forward, up and out. I gotta take this thing off too. Going to be interesting. Going to be interesting, to say the least. Nothing to do but do it. So, probably what I'm going to get into tomorrow. I gotta get a bunch of stuff. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch of stuff. I gotta bring my other air hose up. I can maybe stretch it out here to where I got air tools. Helps it take some of this off. They're not looking too bad. Well, planted the 7th or 8th of July. Field back there needs to be sprayed in the worst way, but I can't do it. Last week and a half, it's just been nothing but wet. And before that, it was so dry, the leaves were curling up. And they're under stress, you don't spray them. You do, you take a good chance on killing them. The ones over there need sprayed too, but same deal. Even these were curling up some. But all in all, I'm not going to complain about them one bit. Still like to know how I did that. There must have been a mark in the field that was straight and true, and I just followed it when I turned. I don't know. Oh well, such is life in the big city, as you might say. The master mechanic is on the job. What do you think about it, Pop?
I think it's a piece of junk.
I ain't never seen a flywheel put on a lawnmower engine that did not have cast pins in it. This is a first. But make it $1 cheaper. That's the way they'll build it. Well, like I say, we got all these belts are for the other side. They're all here. My belt for the chopper here that I took off this combine. It looked good. I gotta find it. It's got a real bad place in a couple of them. It's split about halfway through. And the thing is, it's not a bad looking belt at all. It just surprised me when I went to put it on. There's that big cut, split. And it's got a bunch like that. So, there's a new one coming. And there is also a new one coming for here from John Deere. After a week of arguing, they said they were going to send my belt that they said I didn't order, but I did. And supposed to have been shipped the 29th. Today is the 5th. Still wasn't here. So I called and was told they had never shipped it. And that well, let's just say a long story short, I just told them keep the belt, refund my money, because they were going to hit me with shipping, because they said it was my fault. And I said, how can it be my fault when I bought and paid for it? You guys screwed it up. But I was going to get the chopper belt from them, and said it was going to be something like $25 or $30 for shipping for the two belts. Nope, keep it. I had to go to John Deere to pick these up, so I just ordered them from them. It's kind of always in the past, if you got something from Shope, like a big box full of something, or, you know, a couple $100 worth of parts, they sent you a catalog, a thank you card, all that. Nope. Not this time. No invoice, no packing list, no nothing. Just belts in a box. A little disappointed in them for that. But like I say, I've got all the belts from John Deere for the other side, and will be mostly Shope belts over here. And there's a very good reason I did that. I've wanted to do this for years. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to try this out and see what happens. So that's what we're going to do. New John Deere belts on the left, Shope belts on the right. We'll see what how long they last. And go from there. So we'll see you next time, guys. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. All the fun things we get into on the daily basis. Ain't that right, Dad?
Yep.
I didn't know you was such a hot rod.
You'd be surprised.
We'll see you next time, guys.
They have engines in 2015.
Mm-hmm.